Imagine if your life were a movie and you were the one writing the script. Imagine if you could wake up every day and look at your life, and if you saw something you didn't like, you would be like, meh, I'll just grab my notebook and erase that stuff and write something exciting in its place. Or if you saw something cool and you wanted to experience it in your life too, you would just write it down and have it happen in your life. If you love the idea of this and you wish there was such a method to manifest your desires, then you've come to the right place, because there is actually such a method. It's called scripting, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the secrets of how to make it work for you. What's up, superheroes? Welcome to my channel. I'm Scarlet Grace from UnseenSeraph.com. I'm a manifestation coach, and today's video is about how to use scripting, the method that literally allows you to write the script of your own life and manifest any desire that you have. If you're new here and you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of attraction and Neville Goddard's teachings, then start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you won't miss any video that could change your life. And if you need some extra help with my personal advice for your situation, coaching will be reopening in September. But I wanted to let you know that if you love what you learn in this video and you want to learn more about scripting and more secrets about how to manifest your desires using scripting, I do have a course on scripting that you can sign up for right now. It's called How to Become a Scripting Superhero, and you can check it out using the link in the description. I also have a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person, so if that's what you're looking for, you can also find the link in the description below. So many of you have been asking me lately about scripting, how to use scripting, or why I don't have a video about scripting. And the truth is that I actually do have a video about scripting. In fact, my very first video on this YouTube channel was about scripting. I'm going to link that up to the right, but I thought it was time for a new video about scripting so that I can answer all your questions that you've sent me and I can clarify some things on how to script successfully. So first, let's talk about what scripting actually is. Scripting is a great manifestation technique that you can use to manifest any desire that you have. What you do when you script is actually you're writing the script of your own life. Imagine that your life was a movie and you were the person writing the script. Well, you can actually do that. With scripting, you literally write a scenario, write a scene that you want to manifest in your reality on a piece of paper. Just like that. And it works wonderfully. It's one of my favorite manifestation techniques, and so many people have gotten amazing results using scripting to manifest their desires. Let's talk about how to actually script. The first question many of you are asking is whether you need to actually write on paper or if you can type your script. And the answer is you can do either of those, but if you don't have a physical reason to want to type instead of writing on paper, then I would recommend writing on paper, because writing by hand, writing on a piece of paper by hand, is way more effective when it comes to impressing something into your subconscious mind. Now, if you have a physical problem, if your hand hurts, if you have an injury that makes writing by hand difficult, then by all means you can use the technique by typing. But if there is no such problem, and if you can use your hand to actually write something, then I would strongly recommend that you actually write on paper instead of typing on your computer, all right? The second question I'm often asked is whether it matters where you write something. Like, do you have to write it on a random piece of paper? Do you have to have a special notebook for this job? And my answer is, you can script anywhere you want. You don't have to have a special notebook to script, but I personally feel that it is more powerful if you pick a notebook that puts you in the state of the wish fulfilled already just by looking at it. For example, if you want to script about money, about winning the lottery, about having a brand new expensive car, about living a luxurious life, then if you choose a notebook that maybe it's a bit pricier, maybe it makes you feel already rich, this sets you up for success. Because scripting, just like all other manifestation techniques, it works when you infuse what you're saying or what you're imagining or what you're writing with emotion. So if you can pick a notebook that makes you feel rich, or if you want to script about love, if you pick a notebook that makes you feel already loved, generally, if you pick a notebook that makes you feel like a different person, like a successful person, like the version of you that you want to become, this will help the manifestation. This will help put you in the mood every time you sit down to write in that notebook. And the same applies for the pen that you use. So if, for example, you have this idea of, if I had a lot of money, or if I became a very successful person professionally, I would have this specific pen that is expensive, or it looks fancy to me. And when I look at it, I picture myself holding that pen and I feel like the boss. I feel rich, I feel successful, I feel powerful. Well, go out and buy that pen if you can afford it, because this will set you up for success before you even start the scripting. So for those reasons, I would recommend, if you can actually afford it, to go out and spend some money on getting a notebook and a pen that puts you in the state of the wish fulfilled already. Now, how do you actually script? You script from a first-person perspective, writing from the perspective of the version of you that already has that desire. So imagine, for example, that it is 6 months in the future and you already got your desire and you're actually living the dream life. And you describe things that you want to manifest in your life as if they're happening right now to you. So let's say, for example, that you want to manifest a vacation somewhere. So you write about all the things that you're doing in your vacation. So I'm walking down this road and I see all the shops there, and we're heading to that church or that theater that I always wanted to visit, and I'm so happy and grateful that I get to visit. And oh my God, now we're here and it looks so beautiful, and I can't believe I'm here and I'm so happy about it, and this is the show we're watching. You're writing as if it's happening right now. So it is essentially like an imaginal scene, like how in your imaginal scenes you want to make them from a first-person point of view, and you're making them as if the event is happening right now. So you're writing from the perspective of, I'm already on that trip. And the other way to do it is to write it as a memory. So you're writing in the style of a diary entry, your description to your best friend, for example, about what you did in that trip. You write all about the places that you visited and things like that. And if you want, something that you can do is you can also make it a bit like a scrapbook, especially if it has to do with traveling or with obtaining physical objects, cars, houses. You can actually find photos of the things that you want to manifest and put them in the notebook. Use glue to stick them in relevant places in the story in order to manifest them. So let's say that you decided to script about this awesome trip that you had. And in the trip, you're writing from the perspective of you who just got back from that trip a couple of days ago, and you are talking with your best friend and describing all the things that you did. And you say, oh, look at all those cool pictures I took. And then you can use glue to stick those pictures of the places that you visited from that town or that country or that city or wherever you wanted to visit. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, whatever place you want to travel to. You find those photos online and you just print them and use glue to stick them at the relevant places of the story so that you can make it all more realistic. So those are the photos that you're showing your best friend in the story about the places you visited. You're essentially pretending that you took those photos, you didn't find them online, and you place them inside the story. Or if you're talking about a new car, you can also find a photo of that car and stick them in the story. And the story can be about how you are enjoying the new car smell while driving to work, and you feel your hands grabbing the steering wheel, and how awesome it is to have a new car, and it has this feature and that's why you love that car, and how you park it in the parking lot of your workplace, and all those things. Now, just like with any other manifestation method, the secret to making scripting work is to write with emotion. So you're not writing dispassionately, you're not writing as if you're making a grocery store list. You're writing in a way that evokes emotion. So make sure that you make descriptions of things that make you feel immersed in the story that you're writing. So if you're writing about the car, make sure that you provide descriptions that make you feel as if you are right now in that car, driving it. You can smell it, you can touch it. You know what it feels like to be inside that car. You know what it feels like to drive that car. Or if you're talking about that trip, make sure that the scenes that you describe, they're not like, okay, we went there and it was good. Make sure that you describe it in a way that makes you feel that you already visited that place and, oh my God, it was such an awesome trip. We have to go again. I have to take you there because you love it so much. Because I saw that thing that you would love and I did this, and remember how I always wanted to do this, or I always wanted to visit that place. Write with emotion, infuse it with emotion, because the emotion is what is going to manifest those things in your reality. Again, this works exactly like an imaginal scene. You need to be feeling all the feelings that you would be feeling if you had actually gone on that trip and you were describing how great it was to your best friend, what an awesome experience it was, how life-changing it was, how relaxing it was, how luxurious it was, or whatever it is that you want it to be. The other question many of you have asked is how often you script. And this is a personal matter, but I personally script every day, or at least most days of the week. And there's something else that you can do. If you're scripting about the same kind of thing, so let's say, for example, that you want to manifest becoming rich, and it's not just one specific job that you want or one specific thing. Let's say you want to win the lottery, or you want to manifest $2 million. So you write every day and you write different scenes, not of receiving that $2 million. Again, this works like an imaginal scene. You do not imagine the actual event of acquiring the thing that you want. You imagine that you already have it and you describe your life, your awesome life, after having that thing. So if you want to manifest winning the lottery, for example, you write every day about different aspects of your life. So today you may write about this amazing house that you bought with the money that you won from the lottery, and how grateful you feel that you have it, and how it has a pool, and what the pool looks like, and what this looks like, and how you enjoy this and how you enjoy that at your new home. So you write that. Tomorrow you may write about something else that to have it would imply that you won the lottery or you got the $2 million. So you may write about your new car. You may write about this restaurant that you go to with your specific person that you always wanted to go to, but it is so expensive. But now that you're a millionaire, now you can go there every week with your specific person, and you enjoy this on the menu and you enjoy that, and the decoration looks like that. So you describe different scenes of stuff that you would do and things that you would have if you already had that $2 million. So the thing that you can do is, some days of the week, if you don't feel like writing something new, read the things that you have already written, because those will put you once again in the mood, in the feeling that this is already happening to you, that you already got the money, and so you're enjoying those things. So another powerful way to work with scripting is to reread the things that you have already written and reread them regularly. So say, for example, that you want to script 3 times a week. So 3 times a week, you write something new. The other days of the week, you reread the things that you wrote the previous days. And you can do that as many times within the day as you want, because every time you do that, it puts you back into that state of, I already have this, and I feel so amazing that I have this thing. I feel so grateful. And this energy is what manifests your desire. And the other thing that many of you have asked when it comes to scripting is, how much do you write? So do you write 1 paragraph? Do you write 1 page? Do you write 10 pages a day? How much do you have to write? And the answer to that is, this is personal. That depends on the kind of person you are, how much time you have available, how wordy you are as a person, because some people are very descriptive by nature, other people are not so much. So there is not a set length of a script that you have to write. If you feel that you convey all those feelings of the experience in 2 paragraphs, you write 2 paragraphs. If you feel that you want to write 10 pages or 20 pages, well, write 20 pages. This is up to you. What works for you? So you can even experiment with different lengths. You can try some days writing a few paragraphs, and you can try other days to write a few pages, and see what puts you in the mood of feeling as if you already have that thing more easily. So maybe the longer the script, it puts you in the mood more. Or maybe if you make it too long, you start getting bored and you get out of the feeling of the wish fulfilled because your hand gets tired. So it's completely up to you. Experiment and find what works for you. Now, I know many of you have had success with scripting, so if you have a success story that you would like to share, please write it in the comments below, because this will encourage other people who haven't tried scripting yet to start scripting and manifest their desires that way. And if you want to learn more about scripting, more tips and tricks, different types of scripting that you can use, then I have a course called Become a Scripting Superhero, and I've put the link in the description below so you can check it out. Thank you so much for watching.